The National Identification Registration Authority marked International Identity Day celebration with an open public session for residents in Chalwajala. Here, residents were helped to obtain cards, validate identity cards, and register for birth certificates.
And those who have not registered, we are registering them today. Children, parents, registration starts from 0 age. So your child of 1 day is registered, of 5 years, and they get a NIN.
I came to renew my birth certificate because there were some new ones that were made and I had an old one.
Moses Mande Wandera is among the many Ugandans who arrived to have his national identity card validated. However, the task proved more complicated as the data captured in the NIRA system did not correspond with all the names on his national ID and his driving permit.
Here, when you look at it, there's one Mande Moses, but my names are Wandera Moses Mande. So I think maybe I did an error in the time of registering the national ID. And unfortunately, they never came to teach us what to do before registering the national ID. According to NIRA officials, correcting errors such as that of Moses requires a legal process.
We've got a gentleman who registered his name's in a particular order, but that order doesn't match the order that is on his other documents. So his need now is to change the order on the national ID to match his documents, which is allowed. However, to do that, we require a statutory declaration registered with URSB. He can get that from a lawyer or a magistrate.
ID Day is an opportunity for those who have proof of identity and how well the ID can empower them and simplify their daily lives.
And what hurts me a lot, that this MTN number which I wanted to replace and Airtel, I have already registered using that very line. I put in NSSF, they have that very number. My bank accounts, they have those two very number. So I can't access my NSSF information.
So it is important for the public to always put in their correct information when registering for a national ID. Because if you put in information different from what you have filled in elsewhere, you may have difficulties in accessing that information. Because the national ID, the law provides to be the foundational register where other entities can validate information about you.
Members of the public have been urged to desist from the habit of multiple registrations in cases where there is inconsistency in the data captured.
You registered before, you know that you have wrong information, but instead of coming to have that first registration rectified, you want to go and register someone in another NIRA office, thinking that you can bypass the system. So thereby clogging, applications the system. So really, and this what we have is a national security information system. I can tell you, no one should lie to you that if I fail in my application in Chira, I'll go, for instance, to Arua, apply that to pass through. No.
It is estimated that 850 million people lack proof of identity globally, with about half in Africa. Aaron Mukama, NTV Weekend Edition.